This is what I would describe as numerous high clouds on Tuesday morning, Veterans Day. And if you remember, long-range models started showing the possibility of snow right before Halloween, and it happened. And now it's Veterans Day, and long-range maps started showing this about 2 weeks ago. And this will be the year that Mammoth Mountain will not open on its scheduled opening day. A lot of times it's scheduled for Veterans Weekend, but not this year. Maybe that's a blessing in disguise, as it's going to snow, but maybe not quite enough for them to open on Friday. It is Tuesday, November 11th, Veterans Day 2025. Well, there is a little bit of snow left up on Dave's Run and on Climax from that storm that we had right before Halloween, and the long-range maps showed that, and it did happen. And also now long-range maps about 16 days ago, that's as far out as the what I call the fantasy maps, started showing the possibility of snow this week, and it looks like it is going to happen, as there is a winter storm watch for Thursday through early Saturday morning, with up to 2 feet of snow possible above 9,000 feet, 6 to 12 inches possible down here in town. It is Tuesday, Veterans Day, November the 11th, 2025. Remember the veterans today as you go about town getting ready for that storm. Numerous high clouds. Hello everyone, I'm Dan McConnell. So it's also Origami Day on one of my calendars. The sun rose this morning at 6:31 a.m., sets at 4:48 p.m. It's about 10 hours and 17 minutes of daylight time, and we still have about an hour to lose before the winter solstice on the 21st of December. Now, lows overnight were near 50 degrees. It was about 50 degrees early this morning. Not sure how much it'll warm up, but highest forecast today will be around 60 degrees, and then mid-40s up at Main Lodge and at the Mid-Chalet area, so they're definitely not making snow. It was 36 degrees at the top this morning at 5 a.m. This will be the last warm day of the week, with some high clouds coming into the area, and again highs near 60 degrees, and then some winds will come up on Wednesday afternoon, and increasing clouds as an unsettled weather pattern sets up, and a zonal flow, which is an east to west flow, establishes over the west coast, with unsettled weather remaining into the weekend, then drying out sometime on Sunday. And Mammoth Mountain is scheduled to open on Friday, but I bet that is not going to happen. How can it without any snow on the ground? But we could get a foot or two above 9,000 feet, maybe 6 to 12 inches here in town by sometime early Saturday morning. That's what the global forecasting system maps show. Temps will be about 20 degrees cooler by Thursday and through the weekend, with more snow possible early next week. And the seasonal maps are showing the outlook for November, December, and January about near normal precipitation. So let's hope we get enough snow later this week to open Mammoth Mountain, and then it stays cold enough for them to make snow, then some unsettled weather, and also the long range now fantasy maps, I call them, that look way out to Thanksgiving weekend, show another unsettled pattern right during the Thanksgiving weekend. So we'll see if that happens. Not good for travel, but good for snowboarding and skiing. On this day in history, in 1620, the Mayflower Compact was signed near Cape Cod, and that called for just and equal laws. Why wouldn't you have just and equal laws? But I guess they had to sign a pact. 1620. The telescope was invented, looking into the future with your telescope. In 1851, it was patented. 1940, the Jeep debuted. 1952, the first video recorder was demoed. And it's George Patton's birthday today, Demi Moore, and Leonardo DiCaprio. So if it's your birthday, boy, you're some all-star company. It's also Gary Sills' birthday over at the Austria Hof, fisherman Luke Kinney's birthday, runner girl Margot Becker-Layla's birthday. Happy birthday, Margot. Brendan Bordato's birthday. Robin McCrae, remember Robin? Happy birthday, Robin. I just saw you recently, actually. Elva Mendoza Hoxie's birthday. And tomorrow, my great friends, Kim Erickson and Christy Riley's birthday. If it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. Make today the best day ever. And we'll see you, well, I'm going to Yosemite today, because today and tomorrow might be the last 2 days. You can go up into Tuolumne or down to the valley over Tioga Pass at least, because let's hope we get that much snow to close the pass. Yeah, there's the remnants of that before Halloween storm. A little bit of snow left.